So in other news about niggas getting paid, are we familiar with the Joe Budden situation in Patreon? It's like a OnlyFans for podcasts.
In layman terms, yeah. I mean, I guess that would be a way to say it.
Serious as hell. I wasn't even ready for that.
I figured we should discuss that and
Yes.
get your take on what that whole situation is about. Ju, I feel like you have more information.
Okay, so what? Let's follow the timeline, right?
Let's give us a breakdown of this.
Joe Budden left Spotify.
Yeah, we talked about
because
that
of
one of the ones before.
Unresolved differences. Yeah, we've previously addressed that. Right.
Right.
So in the meantime, we didn't know exactly what he's going to do.
Nigga got another deal.
Yeah.
Or
did
he get a job? Or did
so
he
he's
get a
been
deal?
looking. He's been shopping around
Sounds like he got
deals
both.
ever since he left Spotify. There was a couple of rumblings that maybe he was going to go to Tidal, Apple Music. There was a bunch of different ones. But why this Patreon decision, I believe, is a kind of a big decision for him, is just because this is essentially him trying to truly monetize his podcast, and in a way where it also empowers other creators to also monetize their content, whether it be random YouTube videos, music, whatever. Like, there's a lot of people on Patreon. So honestly, it kind of makes sense why he went this way. So now what this deal is, I don't think it's like exclusive deal or anything like, oh, his podcast needs to be on Patreon or, something like that. However, he did get a position.
What was it? What was the position called? Like head of creator?
Head of creator equity. Yeah,
okay, yeah. Head of creator equity.
Yeah, and he's working.
So that sounds great.
So
yeah, he's working.
What does that mean, though?
That sounds like something we'd all love because we're all creators with equity in our own shit.
And what is he offering? Is it like exclusive content? Mm-hmm. Is it like, things we're not going to see on YouTube? Because I know obviously he's getting paid from YouTube to fucking post his videos, right? But obviously, if half the people that subscribe and watch his podcast every day, not even half, let's say maybe 25% sign up for Patreon, he probably end up making more money.
Yeah.
Right?
The reason why it's like something that you should pay attention to is because how big Joe Budden's fan base actually is.
So do you?
So he's trying to migrate his fan base into this company, and that's what he's
I don't
bringing.
think he's trying to migrate it. He's just trying to add another layer of monetization to his podcast, because you got to understand that not everyone is going to sign up for Joe Budden's Patreon. But the point of going to Patreon isn't to try to get all of your fans to go subscribe to your Patreon. No, it's just taking those hardcore fans, like those fanatics, like the actual fanatics of your content, and being like, hey, I can offer you a little bit more, and I can give you a chance to interact with us, to talk with us, to even give us feedback. Like, we're going to be listening to you guys. With the Patreon,
how the fuck we get on this shit?
Yeah,
are we on Patreon?
Wow, yeah, are we on Patreon?
I mean, not yet.
Not yet.
Hey.
We'll be there.
I mean, look, hey, Joe,
we'll
like, what? Hey, Joe, like, what's up, bro? Like,
so basically, in a nutshell, Joe is on the empowerment train of like, listen, get all of your ducats, get all your coins.
yeah, that's what it sounds like.
When Charlemagne is like creating a network of podcasts that essentially in a year or two are probably gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
In them deals. Which is what Joe basically was saying as to why he was like, his podcast is not gonna be on Black Effect, because we talked about Black Effect before. Yeah. And Black Effect was more of a network of different podcasts of people coming together on their own shit, giving them a higher stage. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I have yet to see more of those podcasts like in my face. Like, I only hear them when Charlemagne talks about them on The Breakfast Club. So using The Breakfast Club to push the Black Effect network, which essentially will push those other podcasts, but I'm not seeing the result of it necessarily. Yeah. And
so Patreon's more self-empowering, like it'll give the creator more control and give you more like more in-depth fan experience.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
So you make more money, they make more money, and Patreon gets more customers. So it sounds like a great deal to me.
It sounds
to
like
start
the OnlyFans for podcasts, motherfucker. That's what I said. It sounds like you gonna get paid directly for some shit that you did.
Subscribe to the Some podcast on Patreon. Howie will take his head down all slowly for you.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Or give a review of like a Blue's Clues episode or some shit. Yeah. A new one though, without Steve.
Pictures of your feet.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Bro, in the next 3 years, everyone like every content creator is gonna have either a OnlyFans or a Patreon. That's just what it is.
It'll be like what? just having a different social media, just
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like if you can make enough content and make it worth it, you know, because I feel like those people eventually, if you are blowing up on Patreon or you blowing up on whatever, if your content is worth it, then you might get approached by someone different, like a studio or something like that.
Show that
say,
ass.
Hey, right.
Show that ass in 240p. Wasn't me, I swear to God.
I think,
but it might have been.
I think that
You feel me?
I think maybe because it's just because it's still very new, and people are trying to take back their, ownership.
He said
control.
it was the blueprint. So I mean, it might not work out right away, but I like the idea.
I don't see how it could really hurt, to be honest. I mean, because you're still gonna be on everything else.
Yeah.
What's going on? It's Alo Boo.
And it's your boy Howie Stack.
And thank y'all for watching the Some podcast. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms.
Don't forget to like, comment, and
subscribe.
Thank you for watching.